When you think of luxury, you probably imagine mansions, yachts, maybe even private islands. But what if I told you there are palaces so valuable they rival entire national economies? We're talking about places worth tens of billions. Places with thousands of rooms, priceless artifacts, and history that shaped entire civilizations. Today we're stepping inside the most expensive palaces ever built. And trust me, this is luxury on a completely different level. The Forbidden City, Beijing, China. Let's start in Beijing. Right at the heart of China stands what many consider the ultimate symbol of imperial power, the Forbidden City. Estimated value $70 billion. Yes, 70 billion. This is not just the most expensive palace on Earth. It might be the most valuable architectural complex ever created. To understand that number, we need to go back more than 600 years. Construction began in 1406 and finished in 4320 during the Ming Dynasty. For nearly 5 centuries, this was home to 24 emperors. An entire empire ran from within these walls, and the name says everything. The Purple Forbidden City. Forbidden because entering without permission meant death. This was not just a residence. It was believed to be the home of the Son of Heaven, a place where the emperor maintained balance between heaven and earth. Now let's talk scale. This place covers 72 hectares. It includes 9,980 buildings and nearly 10,000 rooms. That number wasn't random. 10,000 rooms symbolize perfection reserved only for heaven. So the palace stopped just short. Even the land itself is insanely valuable. Located in central Beijing, where prices reach $27,000 per square meter, the land alone is worth nearly $20 billion. But here's the real shock. The artifacts inside push the total value beyond $50 billion. This place is basically one of the greatest treasure vaults on Earth. Imagine halls filled with jade worth millions, silk tapestries that took years to create. Every wall, every detail dripping with history. The design follows ancient feng shui principles. Everything aligned perfectly along a central axis, balance, harmony, power. The golden roofs, those weren't just decorative. Yellow was the emperor's color. No one else could use it. Inside, the palace splits into 2 worlds, the outer court, where ceremonies happened, where emperors ruled, and the inner court, where real power struggles happened behind closed doors. Whispers in these rooms decided the fate of millions. Today, it welcomes over 14 to 19 million visitors every year. But even with all those people, the mystery is still there, and that you can't put a price on. Palace of Versailles, France. Now let's move to Europe. Because if the Forbidden City represents power, Versailles represents pure, unapologetic luxury. Estimated value in today's money, over $50 billion. This started as a hunting lodge in 1623. Simple, quiet. But then came King Louis XIV, and everything changed. He didn't just want a palace, he wanted control. So he transformed Versailles into something the world had never seen. By 1682, he moved the entire royal court here. Why? Simple. Keep your enemies close. Nobles were forced to live under his watch. Instead of plotting against him, they competed for his attention. Brilliant strategy, and insanely expensive. The palace now spans over 63,000 square meters, with more than 2,300 rooms. But the real masterpiece? The Hall of Mirrors. 73 meters long, 357 mirrors. Back then, mirrors were insanely expensive. Some cost as much as a warship. So lining an entire hall with them, that was a flex. A message to the world. France had power and money. Then there's the Royal Opera House, a space that could transform into a ballroom within hours. Engineering so advanced it wouldn't be matched for centuries. And outside, 800 hectares of perfectly designed gardens. Fountains that required massive engineering just to function. Versailles wasn't just a palace, it was a statement. But it also became a symbol of excess, and eventually a reason for revolution. Today, about 15 million people visit every year. Not just to admire it, but to remember what unchecked luxury can lead to. Tokyo Imperial Palace, Japan. Next stop, Tokyo, where history meets modern power. Estimated value, around $11 billion. But this one is different. This palace tells a story of destruction and rebirth. Originally, this site was Edo Castle, the center of Japan's power for over 250 years. Then came the Meiji Restoration in 1869. Japan changed, forever. And so did this place, but during World War II it was destroyed, bombed in 1945, reduced to ashes, and yet it rose again. Rebuilt in 1968, blending modern design with traditional Japanese architecture. Steel and concrete but with the soul of ancient Japan. Inside, You'll find tatami floors, traditional ceilings, and modern halls. A perfect balance of past and future. The land itself, one of the most valuable pieces of real estate in the world. At one point in the 1980s, it was said the palace grounds were worth more than all real estate in California combined. Think about that. A single property worth more than an entire state. That's not just luxury, that's economic history. Buckingham Palace, United Kingdom, now to London. Buckingham Palace. Estimated between $1.6 billion to $4.9 billion, but its true value, impossible to measure. This isn't just a building, it's the heart of British monarchy. Originally built in 1703 as a townhouse, then bought by King George III in 1761. Later transformed into a palace, and finally became the official royal residence in 1837 under Queen Victoria. Today, it has 775 rooms, 19 staterooms, 52 royal bedrooms, and one of the most valuable art collections in the world. Worth over $12 billion, it survived World War II bombings. It hosted kings, queens, and world leaders. And that famous balcony, that's where history happens, from celebrations to tragedies. This is not just a palace, it's a living symbol of a nation. Antalier, Mumbai, India. Now we shift to modern wealth. Because this is not a royal palace, this is private power. Antalier, owned by Mukesh Ambani. Value, around $4.6 billion, a 27-story skyscraper, 400,000 square feet, right in the middle of Mumbai. Inside, a 6-level garage for 168 cars, a 50-seat private theater, a snow room in a tropical city. Let that sink in. A room that creates snow in India. There are pools, spas, temples, gardens, and even helipads. The building is designed like a vertical palace. Every floor is unique. No repetition. This isn't just luxury, it's a statement that in the modern world power doesn't come from kings, it comes from billionaires. Astana Nurul Aman, Brunei. And finally, the largest residential palace on earth. Astana Nurul Aman. Value around $3 to $4 billion. Built in 1984. Home to the Sultan of Brunei. This place has 1,788 rooms, 200,000 square meters, 5,000 guest banquet capacity, 200 polo horses, and a garage with 110 luxury cars. Even the chandeliers, 564 of them. At night, the palace lights up like a city, visible from miles away. This isn't just a home, it's a symbol of national wealth, powered by oil, and built to impress the world. From ancient empires to modern billionaires, these palaces show one thing. Luxury evolves, but power always finds a way to show itself. So the question is, which one shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments.